We're back. I'm Eric Hammerstrom, and my guest right now is Malik Garvin. Malik is director of ice hockey in Harlem. Malik, it's great to be here this weekend with you guys, and this is just a really exciting event.
It's wonderful to be here, to have you with us once again. After you joined us in Michigan last year, this trip has had such a strong start to it. Obviously, when it's centered around ice hockey, that's what we hope and we know because the kids love the game. But it's about more than just playing and winning and scoring goals. And even in 2 short days, we've had the chance to give back. And that is what I'm most proud of. That yes, our kids jumped at the opportunity to come out here to play hockey with each other and have a good time, but they also jumped at the opportunity to give back to the Buffalo Sabres, learn to play this morning, and we'll also have the opportunity to interact and give back with Hashik's Heroes tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fantastic. We just talked with Matt Torres of the Buffalo Sabres organization about Hashik's Heroes and about the Learn to Play program that they have, and they have 800 kids in the Buffalo area in their Learn to Play program, and that's just fantastic. I think that's a hidden part of the hockey world that people don't realize that how much teams do. I know you have a lot of teams that support you with ice hockey in Harlem. Can you tell us a little bit about your relationships with the organizations that help you do what you do? Yeah,
so we receive support in various capacities from all 3 local clubs. Ultimately, what that does is provide opportunities to kids, greater opportunities that we wouldn't otherwise be able to provide. For the example, the opportunity to get every set of kids into a pro arena. We can't get all the kids into one, but if all 3 teams are in, then we can get more kids to the games. One of the special things about being here, particularly in West Seneca, as I talk to folks and get to know them, from the folks who organize this to parents, it's just a great community. It's a great hockey community. Again, like us, not centered around wins and losses. Yes, we want to win games. We know the kids work so hard and deserve to win, but we also know it's a win every single time they sign up again to play hockey that year, every time they come to the rink, and they're growing and developing. And West Seneca, just like much our organization, it's a safe space where the kids can grow and develop. And the number, 800 kids is a tremendous lift, it's a tremendous impact, and it speaks to the work that they do and how sincere and mindful they are.
Well, and I thought it was just fantastic to see the kids from ice hockey in Harlem coaching with the littles out there in the last ice session. I think that is truly how you break down barriers. And when we talk about hockey is for everyone, and that everyone should be included and welcomed and encouraged to play. Sometimes we forget that there are a lot of obstacles to that, and so we can be inviting, but that doesn't mean it can happen because there are a lot of obstacles. My friend Mo Hasham always says the only barrier should be the boards.
Right.
But you guys face a lot of barriers, and one is ice time. The cost of ice in New York City is incredible, and also the cost of equipment is significant. And it's a full-time job for you to keep this program going.
Yeah, it's a big lift, but we do it because it's always worth it. And we don't always have the answers, but we certainly find a way. And it makes it all worth it. Everywhere we go, everyone is bought in. The kids, the parents. And we all get to grow and learn and take something away from it.
Now, you were once upon a time one of the kids in the ice hockey in Harlem program.
Yeah.
And I think, you started when you were 4?
I officially started when I was 4. I was on ice at 3 years old.
Okay. And so, what did that mean for you as a young person?
As a young person, for me, the opportunity to play ice hockey was amazing. It was a dream come true. Up until that point, I was a 3-year-old with Fisher-Price over-the-shoe skates, and I refused to walk anywhere, and I wanted to play hockey. And without ice hockey in Harlem, I didn't have the opportunity to, and the reason that I wanted to and had that opportunity was because my older brother also had that opportunity and wanted to continue to play, and I was fortunate enough to be with my family as a toddler at the rink.
Oh, that's awesome. And I know JJ Velez is here. He's on ice with the guys right now. He also was, as a youngster, part of ice hockey in Harlem, and so you two are both giving back big time. Thank you for doing that. And you have 150 kids in the program now.
Correct. Over 150.
Over 150 kids. You're in your 47th year?
Over 37. We're just over 37 years.
Over 37 years. Okay. All right. 37 years.
Yeah.
And there have been a lot of people that have set the stage for you.
Yeah, so JJ is absolutely a trailblazer in his own right. He started with ice hockey in Harlem in its second year, and in that year, replicated what you might see on many schoolyards then, where everybody, no matter what age or size, all played together. And that was how ice hockey in Harlem started and grew organically. And as if you don't know, this program is about so much more than ice hockey. It is about creating better people. It is about educational opportunities. It is about the chance to travel the country and take in new sights and sounds and meet other groups of people. And for JJ, he went to junior boarding school, and it's such a unique and rare and rarely found opportunity, particularly in the late 80s and early 90s for kids out of Harlem. And it was a risk. It was a chance, right? He took the chance, believing in himself, and went off and made a name for himself, and subsequently provided opportunities for other kids like myself who followed him. And we actually have a kid at the Indian Mountain School right now.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, JJ played at Indian Mountain School and then played some college hockey as well, and has gone on to really great things. He was director of Parks and Rec with the city of Detroit, and now works with the Gilbert Foundation, doing a lot of good for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I can't think of a better role model for kids. He's from Spanish Harlem. He's to see that kind of success must have a real impact upon the kids in this program.
Yes, it is great for them to be able to look ahead, to say, hey, here's someone who grew up here but has gone on to bigger and better things. And that is not to be taken lightly. That's the opportunity that all of these kids have, is to go on to bigger and better things, whether it's in Harlem or outside of Harlem. And that's part of why we're here today, is to expose them to other parts of the country, other parts of the world, to see how it feels to live other places, to see other people, and take it all in.
It was so much fun last year in Detroit with you guys. There we go. I'm gonna spin over here. There's JJ starting this drill, and we had a great time in Detroit last year at Clark Park. With Anthony Benavides, who's doing the work there. And we will, I know later today, the kids will get to meet Dean Barnes, and he's bringing along with him Tony McKegney. And that'll be exciting, I think, for the kids. Dean's an interesting fella. He has a collection of hockey cards that I'm totally envious of. It's all black players in the history of the game. Dean's hockey card collection it's fantastic. He also has a podcast. Shout out to Dean on my Hockey Heroes podcast. It's one of the best hockey podcasts out there. And so Tony McKegney will be a fun guest.
We are definitely looking forward to that. And it kind of hits home on one of our programs that we run, an educational enrichment program, Hockey Knowledge, or otherwise known as Hockey Class, where we teach the kids the sport. We teach them the rules, the geography, the equipment, the international nature of the sport, to empower them so they can understand and speak about this great game that they play and love so much.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you guys do so much. I know that the kids have study sessions and have to keep their grades up, and in return they get to play hockey.
Yeah.
And so it's really a life-changing thing for kids.
Yeah. We're proud of the continued success. And we're fortunate that these are good kids. They're not perfect. They make mistakes. They're silly. They goof off. They do everything that we expect them to do, good, bad, in between. And they continue to grow and develop through this program, through programming, through opportunities like this. And again, just like JJ, everyone here right now on this trip is paving the way forward for another generation down the road.
Well, keep up doing the good work. Keep leading the way. Greatly appreciate what you're doing. And gosh, I hope to join you on lots of trips like this in the future.
We appreciate you being here. We appreciate this wonderful broadcast. The sights and sounds of this it's pretty intricate, just to hear the pucks and the strides and It's wonderful. We got on a bus at 7 a.m. yesterday up
Yeah.
here to Buffalo, and we're already on the ice for our third session now by noon.
Yeah, this is great. And then so you'll have your guests today, and then tomorrow you'll be back. Different rinks. You're going to be going to Buffalo State.
We'll be at Buffalo State.
Yeah, and will the kids get a chance to see the campus and tour the facilities?
So we have a wonderful day set up tomorrow with Buffalo State and Hashik's Heroes. We're going to get an early morning skate at 8 a.m. And then we'll interact with some of the Buffalo State players around education, a Q&A. We will skate again with the Hashik's Heroes kids, and we will tour the facilities and have lunch on campus and be able to spend a morning together.
Great. And so you guys have made several other trips this year. I think you mentioned several other college visits that you've been able to have this year. Where else have you been?
Yep, so we're really proud of the College Exploration Series, which is designed to expose kids to higher education. This year we've been to Princeton, Williams, and Long Island University, taking another group to Princeton to watch a game after this weekend. But we're really looking forward to February 1st. We are taking a group of girls to Amherst College.
Nice.
They are going to host a panel for the girls around hockey, around DEI. And then our girls will spend the day on campus and watch the game.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm a Trinity College grad. I played at Trinity College with Bryant McBride. Shout out to Bryant McBride.
Yeah.
So, but Amherst, what a beautiful school. And so, you are giving these kids an opportunity to see what's out there and what's possible.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. All right, we're gonna wrap this one up, and then maybe I'll be able to get a hold of some of the other folks on the itinerary for interviews later today.
Sounds good, and I hope to be back before it's all said and done this weekend.
All right, hey, thanks, Malik.
Thank you.